Today on the Ruby Tuesday, we are going to be talking about Sword Art Online. Link startaro. Hi and welcome to the Ruby Tuesday, where we're talking about Sword Art Online. We recently went and saw Sword Art Online. If you follow our blogs and reviews, then you'll know that in our March top 10 films to see was the Sword Art Online Ordinal Scale. But actually that film got pushed back till now, and we weren't going to be able to see it, but thanks to Express FM, they were running competition and miraculously we won, so we grabbed ourselves a couple of tickets. I took my son celebrating his 15th birthday, and off we went to Portsmouth and View Cinema, who also looked after us really well. Great cinema if you can go there. So we got to see the new Sword Art Online Ordinal Scale. If you don't know much about the Sword Art Online, it's about gear that you put on your head and you enter this immersive world. It's called, when you go into it, it's called FullDiving. There are currently 51 adapted anime episodes from the manga series, which is still currently running. But we've waited a really long time to see this film come out, so I think a lot of people kind of forgotten that this anime still existed, or it was in the back of their mind somewhere and not really expecting, and then suddenly we get a film. The diehard fans of course will know that this has been coming out for quite a while and been itching to get their hands on new content. There was a film, there has been a film already. Sorry, I'll learn to speak in a bit. There has been a film already, but if you've seen the series, then you'll know that that basically is rehashing a few of the old episodes, kind of remembering like the best bits sort of thing. So it's not really a good film by any means. So this storyline revolves around augmented reality, a new type of gear that fits on your head, and rather than you being immersed into a world of where everything's fake and you're lying in your bed and you're unconscious and you experience this world in the headgear, this time around you are like the Pokemon game that's been so popular. Instead of your phones, you put it on like your Google Glasses sort of thing, but it's just one-sided and it augments your reality. Osana manages to get Kirito involved in this. He didn't want to really be involved in this. In fact, the first time he tries to do a battle in this augmented reality, he fails because he's so unfit, because he's used to fighting in a fake world inside of his unconscious mind, and now he has to do it for real. So whilst everybody's been involved in the real world, Kirito has to somehow figure out how to deal with this new type of gaming system. At the same time, someone, I'm not going to do any big spoilers, but someone is bringing bosses from the Sword Art Online game into the augmented reality. So this kind of gets all the SAO survivors involved in this new augmented reality. I would say though that it does lag in the middle a bit, the film. It has a really great strong opening. It gathers all your favorite characters, Asana, Kirito, and the gang that survived from the SAO series. It brings them back and it starts really well, and the story kind of dips it as it does with like each episode of the anime. You will often get where they flesh out the characters and they do the kind of lovey-dovey stuff, which is essential in a way, but it did feel like it dragged on a little bit. The story is okay. It starts with Kirito and Asano trying out this gear. All the SAO characters are dragged in trying out this new augmented reality, and lo and behold, something goes wrong. It draws from the story of the Sword Art Online, which is quite a clever tactic to bring that kind of whole world that you've experienced before into a brand new story. At the same time, they did say that this film wouldn't affect the new story that's coming along. It kind of stands alone, but it's in the world. So they might reference it in the new series, but don't worry if you think it's going to mess up any kind of storylines, or it's there. It's just there for you to enjoy. The animation is fantastic. The storyline is okay. Like I said, it dips in the middle. The beginning and ending are definitely worth it, and the battles and the sound effects alone will have you going, whoa, this is so cool, so fun. It is quite spectacular to see some of your characters that you followed along on your small screen. Viewing them up on the big screen is definitely worth it. What carries this film, though, which is quite spectacular, is the sound. You leave the film feeling like, is this what it was meant to be like all the time? We don't have 7.1 surround sound here, and it left us thinking, well, this is what each episode is like. It's definitely worth the experience at the cinema. The surround sound is not just big and loud. It's the sound editing has been very honed, and they're obviously very skilled at what they do. Every boss battle is epic in a way that you can hear the slashes to your right and the left and behind you. Really feel like they're dragging you into the story. I would say that for the fans, you'll probably be really pleased. They kind of tick all the boxes of what you'd expect to get in the Sword Art Online film. Kirito gets his gear back, I won't say how. All your favorite characters are back, like I said. I'm not sure it stands up there with the great anime films like Akira or Ghost in the Shell, but it definitely is good. If you're a fan at all of Sword Art Online, I would encourage you to go and find a showing. They're very rare. It seems like cinemas haven't really picked up many screenings. Thankfully, Express FM did such a great job that the one screening that we had was filled, and they had to View Cinema had to book another screening. So I was really good. Give this about a 7 out of 10 or a 3 out of 5. Thanks for watching this review of Sword Art Online. Hopefully you enjoyed it and found it a little informative, and I didn't do any spoilers. But if you're a fan, go and watch it. If you're new to it, they do a recap at the beginning of the film, so you could just go along with whoever's a fan and enjoy it. Thanks. This is the Ruby Tuesday signing out. Boy, I don't know why I do that, signing out. Where am I signing out to? I'm just finishing.